Hello all, myself Dipesh Pardeshi, working as Associate Professor in Sanjani College of Engineering Kopargaon, Electrical Engineering Department. Today I am going to present Environment and Sustainability, a case study of biomass power generation as a part of International FDP on Environment and Sustainability organized by D.Y. Patil College of Engineering, Akurdi. Previously, I uploaded two video, week 1 video that having 2 likes and 3 views. The week 1 contents are the biomass origin, introduction to that, biomass resources, biomass technology chart, direct combustion technique, biomass energy and environment. Second one video, number of likes 1, number of views are 3. This video contains the standards ISO 14001 environmental standard, purpose of ISO 14001, benefits of ISO 14001 2015 for organization with EMS, ISO 14000 family of standards. These things I explain in week 2 video. Now moving towards this video, the video outcomes to understand the requirements and need of renewable energy source such as a biomass power generation produced from the waste. To analyze the whether biomass power generation is helpful to meet need of rural demand of our country. Third, to evaluate really biomass power generation is reducing of pollution and helping environment. Fourth, to evaluate that biomass power generation is a better solution to reduce the carbon footprint and increase the lifestyle of rural people of country. These are the video outcomes. uh, and list of ISO standard with its purposes, as I discussed, that is ISO 14000 families standards that we are elaborating. So ISO 14004 in 2016 environmental management system general guidelines on implementation, 14006 in 2011 environmental management system guideline for incorporating eco design, ISO 14015 in 2001 environmental assessments of sites and organization, ISO 14020 in 2000, that is the environmental labels and declaration general principles, ISO 14031 in 2013 environmental management, that is the environmental performance evaluation guidelines, ISO 14040 in 2006 life cycle assessment principles and framework, ISO 14015 2009, that is vocabulary, ISO 14063 in 2006, that is environmental communication guidelines and examples, ISO 14064 in 2018 greenhouse gases part 1, ISO 19011 in 2018 guidelines for auditing management system. These are the some ISO standards related to power generation of biomass. So power generation capacity in India up to 2018. So various sectors that producing a huge number of electricity, power. So thermal power plant, renewable power plant, hydro power plant, nuclear power plant. So highest, that is the thermal power plant, and in that one, that is 64 percentage of thermal power plant is generating the power. In that one, uh, coal and ignite having a 56.9 percentage in thermal power plant. So it producing too much carbon emission. Solution for this one, that is the renewable power sources, that is solar, hydro, nuclear, and too many things. So in renewable, the biomass gas generation. So using that one, the share of that one is 21%. So as we have seen that thermal power plants are producing too much carbon, so we are going to calculate a carbon footprint. Whatever the electricity we are using in our home right now, for per person, how much carbon emission it get be done. So electricity used by a single person multiply by in 1 year multiply by if CO2 emission factor, that is the emission factor, and it gives us emission, that is carbon emission, CO2 carbon emission. So uh, s- uh, right now, the in India, 2000 sorry 206.7 kilowatt hour per year is for a single person. The electricity is get be used in 1 year. Multiply with uh, emission factor, that is 0.82 kgs CO2 equivalent per kilowatt hour, right? It get be multiplied, then we will get 169.49 kilograms CO2 efficient uh, per year that a single person is generating. Calculation of CO2 emission from the power stations. The formula for that one, the absolute CO2 emission is equal to fuel amount of fuel of type consumed multiplied with gross calorific value into CO2 emission factor multiplied by oxidation factor. So based on these one, the total actual CO2 emission from power sector in million tons in 2011-12, 637.80 million tons of carbon emission is get be done. In 2012-13, 696.50 million tons. It continuously increasing. It reach up to in 2015-16 846.30 million tons. So day by day we are increasing the carbon footprints because power requirement is higher day by day. So how to reduce it? Okay, what is the solution? So let's take a impact of CO2 emission due to the huge capacity addition from renewable energy sources. The renewable energy sources, that is the solution for that one. So various renewable energy sources, solar, wind, biomass, hydro power plant. So if you observe the table, the emission of biomass is less than the others, and hydropower plant, that is less because use of that one is less, and resources are available for that one. Even installation factor, that is installation amount is huge due to that one. Uh, Instead of that one, biomass easily available. So use of biomass as renewable energy source, that is a good one. So biomass energy is a carbon neutral if growing. The biomass removes as much as CO2 as it emitted into the atmosphere from its combustion. Biomass energy is a carbon neutral if it is achieved lower net increase in atmospheric greenhouse gases when compared to alternative energy activities. Recently, we have compared in a graph. So, carbon footprint range of biomass, that is highest to 137 grams CO2 equivalent per kilowatt, that is the direct combustion of a straw, and lowest 25 grams CO2 equivalent per kilowatt hour, the gasification of wood chip. So biomass carbon footprint is less than the other ones. So issues related to biomass is a carbon neutral, CO2 absorbed, that is a growth, is equal to CO2 release, that is a burning, right? So transport contribute the largest amount of life cycle of CO2. Also fertilizers, harvesting, and large range of carbon footprints related to differences in energy and density. So carbon firing biomass plus fossil fuels can reduce the carbon footprint of fossil fuel power. Is biomass sustainable energy source? That question comes in our mind. That biomass is considered a renewable energy source because its inherent energy comes from the sun and because it can regrow in relatively short time. Tree takes the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and convert it into the biomass, and when they die it releases back into the atmosphere. So the sources from that one, the biomass, it can be generated, that is agriculture crop residues, forestry crops residues, industrial residues, animal residues, municipal solid waste, sewages. From that one the biomass is get be generated, and that is easily available. So sustainability assessment, India has a potential about 18 gigawatt of energy from biomass. Currently, about 32% of total primary energy used in India is derived from the biomass. More than 70% of country's population depends upon biomass for its energy needs. The sustainability assessed here consider the entire life cycle from biomass growth, collection and transportation to the power production and waste disposal. Power plant lifetimes are assumed as 20 years. Total cost of electricity production. There is a wide debate on the cost of effectiveness and major influences on a price. Biomass quantities and cost vary with fluctuating harvest, increased utilization by competitors and transportation, investment cost and technology choice. When selecting between different technologies, combustion based technologies are more profitable over their life cycle than gasification and pyrolysis despite the higher operating cost. Process versus feedstock price. So efficiency of energy conversion from the biomass vary widely across the different technology. Greenhouse gas emission, electricity generation from biomass produces low net carbon emissions, mostly in the form of carbon dioxide. Other greenhouse gases such as methane, nitrous oxide are emitted in smaller amount, 2% or less total emissions. Water use, cooling water for biomass based power plant operation requirement is similar to coal based power plants at 78 kg water kilowatt hour of electricity. So availability, the sustainability of biomass resources depend upon the rate of regeneration versus rate of consumption, including non-energy demands. Land use, storage of large amount of biomass and cultivation of crops. Social impact, food competition is ultimately the key social issue to be addressed. In many cases, energy crops complete the food crops for a valuable agriculture land. To avoid this competition, energy crops need to be grown only on agricultural land, not used for food crops. So this is from my side. Biomass is a sustainable energy source. So these are the references I used. Thank you. Thank you for listening me.